Hello and welcome back to Birchman's Summer Car. I was just kind of warming up for today's episode, and I saw Uncle out here, and he started talking to me. And apparently he lost his license. So he lost his license because he was speeding, and now he wants to give us the keys to his truck. Which is nice, because I read last night that if you fill up his van with the fuel oil, then he can receive a hefty fine, and he will have to sell the truck to pay the fines. And now that he's given us the key to that truck, I think we're fine. And we can keep all vehicles the way we want. And we can go into his hallway and get the keys. And we'll have a sewage truck, which is nice. But there are no keys in here, though. Oh, there they are, sorry. So, thanks, Uncle. That wasn't the plan of today's episode at all, but, cool, we have the big sewage truck. Which means that we can do all kinds of cool stuff. And we can bring the van home. I had an idea of going out to fetch the van and drive that home, so we have a car when we need to go and get big loads instead of, you know, driving this stuff. And that means we can, well, we should probably just put diesel in it so I can drive it on the highway and stuff like that. But that was not the plan of today's episode. I thought that this week we'll try and tune the carburetor to make the car run a little bit better, which I feel is important, so it won't stall out and stuff like that. And you can get that. Oh boy, is the drunk calling again? Because that might put a little hamper on things. I think the drunk is calling, so maybe the episode will be a little bit waylaid. Yes, absolutely. We'll come pick you up. I mean, we've had him wait for us for so long, so now that we can finally actually drive him home, I'm sorry for this darkness as well. Maybe we can just be nice and get him several times. And it doesn't really matter, because the thing I wanted to do, which I did not have time to explain... I've now mapped some controls, so let's see if this works. There's that white smoke coming out of the car, which happened last time I was driving as well. Which may be bad. But I have saved it, so it might be that perhaps we're running out of, or maybe some part is really close to breaking. I guess we'll find out while we're driving. It's probably not good. I can't really see if I think I'm now engaging the choke, because I have put my joystick in. See if that makes driving a little bit better. But I should probably wait for... For the dead zone, I should probably... I should probably tune this a little bit more. And that smoke really isn't good. It started on the way back yesterday, so... But the thing I wanted to try was if I could actually, now that I don't have... Yes, now I can actually get out of the car. We need to drink something bad before we go. Let's lighten it, that's fine enough. So I may have to readjust the dead zone on my joystick. Or I'm just using an Xbox controller. I've just mapped an Xbox controller. But yeah, that smoking is probably not great. We'll give it a go. We'll drive in, see if the car breaks. really see if the choke is... We don't have indoor... Oh, do we? No, that's just the... Don't really have lights in here, so I can't really see if the... But the choke should be all the way out. Nope. Should probably try and put in some radiator. Actually, let's do this. Let's put up the dead zone a little bit. Oh, 36 and oh, 36. It's a pretty hefty dead zone, but it feels a little. No, it's the throttle. I didn't want the throttle. What's the steering? Eh. Put up the. Make it point at kind of. It does feel a little bit. Maybe we need it even. Put it halfway. That's a pretty hefty dead zone. We'll see. We'll try it. The car is getting hotter. The car is not going at all. Oh, because maybe I should... Oh, right. Should probably... This is the problem, I guess, of using this, is that I don't really... Oh. Oh. It stopped on its own. Oh, this is not going to work. Unless I change looking around and making that an alternate. But at least it might sound better. There. Choke all the way. And we're driving. Because now I kind of need to put my hand off the steering wheel in order to look around, which is not great. So hopefully you can bind several keys so I can actually look around with. Might be a bad place to start this up, but hey, please. Driving feels a bit better. I don't need to max out the throttle all the time, which is nice. And I mean, it's an Xbox controller, so it has all the drivers and everything you need. So yeah, let's go see if we can get the drunk guy to come home. And you won't have to hear the clicking of my keyboard when I'm driving anymore, which is nice. I just need to, I guess, maybe map some more of those buttons so we don't have to... I do enjoy clicking around in the car, of course, but... maybe for the sake of an enjoyable driving experience, map all these things to a joystick so that driving feels a little bit better. Kind of ease that, but you don't have to max the throttle all the time, which is probably good for the car. Well, it's definitely good for the car. Oh great. Oh, we don't have a windshield and the hood is kind of broken, so this is probably going to be unpleasant. Can't really see. What is? Oh yeah, it's rally. It's a Saturday, so it's rally time. Oh well, we'll drive. We'll see where we end up. Maybe we'll meet the guy, our nemesis. So yeah, I did put in the new rendering settings yesterday, and I didn't think they looked very good. So I'm gonna go back to the ones I used before, but we're going to tweak them a little bit with the resampling and stuff, and hopefully it gets a little bit more crisp. I'm just going to keep on working them, and hopefully by the end of this series we'll have videos that look kind of good. Boy. Okay, it didn't want to steer there. It might be because it was... But we'll just take this turn, it's fine. Maybe I made the dead zone a little bit too strict. Oop. That's a PC making a noise. Or maybe it's actually because it's raining, this is probably perhaps traction on dirt roads. What would you say? I mean, this game has a lot of detail, so it wouldn't be weird if that was actually it. So, what I was saying before, a long time ago, what the plan for the day actually was, before we got this call, is that we're going to go and get ourselves an RPM gauge, which I know is hidden out in the world and I know where it is. And it's not too bad that we're going to pick up this drunk guy, because we can just continue driving and then we'll go get that. And we're going to get a nice GT grill for the car and stuff like that. And that'll be cool. So yeah. There's a lot of episodes of being drunk. Oh, look at that. Suddenly brightness. Boy, come on. This intermittent rain is killing us. Oh no, my head is itching. And I can't really... Let's just... Oh, there we go. Sorry. A real problem for drivers. So I hope you're doing well. I've been playing more Ghost of Tsushima, which is a brilliant game still, and you can definitely see that, like when you're playing the main story missions, that's kind of where the cool stuff happens. And that I got some really wild things yesterday, and I'm excited to play more, definitely. But there's only a few days left now before PGA Tour 2K11 arrives, so I'm on a bit of a schedule. But not really. I can, even though like I said before, I don't like having several new game projects at the same time. I think I'll be able to manage. So it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that game is still fantastic. I definitely, I mean, check out some videos of it. If videos make you go, ah, that game looks cool, then you might as well just buy it. Uh-oh. So I have some fun plans that I think we should do now that the car is kind of working. And we need money. And that is to... Well, we're going to go to the dance hall. It's Saturday, so if we make it through the day, we're definitely going to go to the dance hall and try and perhaps pick a fight with someone. But we'll see. We'll see what the day brings. I definitely think we should... well, I might do that on my own, is go and fetch the van. Because the van is alright. Keep on driving Mr. Drunk Guy home. That reminds me, if there's a rally on, then maybe these roads will be slightly unsafe. Don't know. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Well, it does matter, of course, but I mean, it might not be the end of the world. But yeah, we do need to fix that car. And whatever is causing all that smoke, I read somewhere that it might be from driving with the throttle engaged all the time, which is something that happens when you use a keyboard, because, like I think I said it in the last video, like you can't really just well, there are some keyboards that you kind of have that that you can kind of feather it, but it's not my keyboard, that's for sure. So now I realise that these two episodes kind of become the same thing of us driving to town to pick up the drunk guy. I hope it's very exciting for you. And also we need to probably check out what that sound is, if that's a proper Satsuma sound. I assume it's not. Let's go. Hello. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna do that, even though it's not great. Yeah, man, trains suck. Cars are cool. I don't think, I mean, drunk man, you must have some superpowers, so maybe you should, like, learn train ignoring superpowers. I think I'm losing power, which may be a very bad thing. I'm having a hard time getting over 60. And you'd probably need to fine-tune the controls as well. What the hell was... I think that was a moose. And all us living in Nordic countries know the danger... The goddamn real-life danger of moose. It might be our most... I think wasps are still, like, the most dangerous animal. That's the one that'll kill us. That we have the most deaths from. And then it's moose. And generally because we crash into them on roads. See the lights over there, so I'm assuming we are gonna face the Grim Reaper here soon. And I think the third most dangerous animal is they are horses. Both from people running behind them and riding accidents. So no, like bears or wolves, they're not very much, that they don't kill a lot of people, but people are afraid of them. I mean, yeah, you should be very respectful of those animals. They are they are predators, and they will protect where they live. But it doesn't compare to the most dangerous animal, which is man. It does feel like the car is going slower, so I think something's probably up with it. It probably needs some repairs after the quite horrid collision we had. I mean, the collision that killed me, but somehow I managed to get back into, you know, managed to survive and resurrect and everything. I did save my stuff with that sec. Like, oh no. I hope he doesn't mind that. I am losing lots of power. Do you hear that? That's the sound of my car dying. I hope we can get in home before the car breaks down completely. Temperature's not good. Losing power. Oh no. Come on, car. Oh boy. This is not good. something up. But hey, if we now actually have the van on a permanent basis, then we can service the car better. Sorry, Yoko, it's not. I'm sorry that the car is making these noises. I'm a little bit afraid of actually stopping the car. The car is getting quite hot. It might be the radiator, something, maybe the water pump or something. If you just get it home to him, then that's... so close to getting him home. He might die on his doorstep, probably. Yes. Oh, 50. That's this button that says the alternator is not doing very well. So let's... And this white smoke. Let's see if we can get this car home, even. I'm not so sure that we can. I think this car may be... I think this car may be dead. I probably shouldn't even be driving it anymore. Because we can probably give it some serious damage if we do. We also are very close. But we're definitely not going to go get the RPM gauge and stuff like that. Come on, car. I would love for you to get a little bit closer to home. And then we're gonna troubleshoot the car. I guess we're not gonna tune the carburetor. Oh, well, we are gonna tune it. But this might have to fix the entire engine, I suppose. But we have the van. I can get in the moped. I can drive and fetch the van, and we'll have something to drive around with to pick up new parts from Platari and all kinds of stuff. It's going better already when we pull out the choke a little bit. And I mean, it's not that far. At some point we can just walk, I suppose. So that put a little bit of a hamper on all our plans. The car is kind of... Because I was thinking, like, yeah, we could go to the track and get the RPM gauge and a new grille and stuff. But it seems like we'll have to do some mending with the car. I mean, it's fine that the car is kind of braking, because we did have a full-on collision, and the only thing ostensibly that broke was the windshield and the body. So, I mean, that some of these other parts took a hit as well. Not too that surprising. So we'll have to go back, troubleshoot a little bit, and just hope that the car makes it home. That's going to be today's big trip, and then I'm going to troubleshoot a little. We're going to eat breakfast. We're just going to have to wait with tuning. Well, maybe not wait. We could probably go and I'm going to go home. I'm going to park the car, and then I'm going to go get in the van, and I'm going to go pick up some of the stuff that we are lacking, and maybe we'll start the next episode by the van. Right? That could probably be... Oh. Change the buttons around so I wouldn't downshift in error, but I still did. I almost broke the car. But yeah, the car making the... Because we have half fuel, which is also probably bad because I filled it up before last trip. So that probably means that... I should do that at least. Yeah, I definitely need to change the controls for... I can't move my hand to the... mouse every time I need to look around. I need to have an alternate way to look around when driving. And probably map like a lights button and handbrake and blinkers and wipers and everything, so we have everything on one side. I think that's probably a good idea. Don't need lights on anymore actually. Let's turn that off. Oh, it kinda looks like the car will make it home. The car is getting, I mean, it's not, okay, it's getting quite hot. That might be because we drove on the choke with the choke as well, but we could have, the radiator could be broken. It could be that it's not pumping water and stuff correctly. And it would make sense that the radiator took a hit, right? So let's just go home, park the car, and I'm gonna go fetch the van, and we'll see what we'll do. That's so close now, car. I know you want to make it home. And it'll be my summer car too, trying to fix the car. I did have another job. I don't know if he sat in them. We'll need to look. Because I did get a job when I was, at the end of last episode, I did the shopping. So we got some coffee and I drank a lot of orange juice and stuff like that. Let's park it up. It's not... Okay, there's the white smoke. Okay. Let's shut it off. And that should be it. It seems I lost them. I got to deliver adverts for Tamo. Oh, they're there. They're on the back. So you went around and you put them in mailboxes and all kinds of stuff. Okay, well, I'm gonna go just eat some food and lower stress and pee and drink. And I'm gonna go fetch the van because we need to troubleshoot the car some more. Maybe put some new parts in the car. But hey, here's a very similar episode to last time that we went and got the drunk guy and then it kind of ended. But you saw the car and how it acted. So next time around, we'll have the van at home and we'll start troubleshooting the car a little bit, see what the hell is going on. So thank you for watching. Have a splendid Monday and I'll see you next time.